Hey yeah folks, this is Chandran here with the Untouchable challenge. The rules are in the description, and today we're going to be looking at the fights in the Outer Monastery. Specifically, I'll be trying to maximize experience, as there's a way to do that for most of the fights here, and I'll start each fight off with commenting on how you can do it for that specific fight. So if you're just here for that, you can use the timestamps to skip around. Okay, so here we go. I'm using this opening to get into the monastery, because I want to do something special down at the front door later. Start by drinking a potion to activate my buffs and then go into turn-based. We open shot on one of the guys over here, not because it's relevant as such, but there's a chance that the methods and the skeletons can handle the ones closer to us. As you can see, Shovel is already in there, and I also had spotted all of them already by placing myself in the doorway while hidden. My pets cannot hide, so they are flying in there, on the method specifically, and then I open, as usual, with Mod Breath to see if I can land a Muddy debuff on a couple of them to make it easier to land some attacks from maybe the other method or the skeleton or something. We are gonna go... I don't think I'm gonna do anything with Shovel here. I moved her down here in order to set a bait, but I decide not to instead. I want to do something else first. If I shoot an area of attack arrow into the middle of these ones, I should be able to deal a little bit of damage to the two other ones. Maybe the methods can then kill them easily, or I can get a good shot with the skeleton or something. I do deal a little bit of damage to one of them, kill the middle one as supposed to, and then I have the ice surface that I should be able to hide behind afterwards, so that the Gremishkas from further away won't easily get to me. If Shovel can get up there, she's not in combat, as you can see, so she should be able to go and deal a bit of damage, and with a critical hit, we even get the kill on that one. That's pretty sweet. I should be able to move away. I'm invisible after killing the last one, so once I move away here, we can get a shot with the advantage in this one, and we've cleared the close ones. My next idea is to put down some grease on the other entrance, the one that's not covered by ice. To make it so that the two last Gremishkas won't be able to easily get to where we are at. Hopefully denying them any possibility of attacking me at all. It takes a little while to set it up.
Here we go again.
Then off. Sure. That should be about it. We can move the methods a little further away so that they aren't easy to get to. And Gremishkas. But actually, it seems like they just ignore the ice. Which is a little weird. They weren't supposed to do that, but luckily most of them had to dash, so it was only one of them that actually got to do something, so... I do wonder why they can just run on the ice. I don't see any reason that they should be able to. This is fine. Now we can use the skeleton to shoot in on one of them, unfortunately not get the kill, and then we just have to basically pick off the rest with what we have going on here. I think I want to be going for... maybe a Mod Breath first. Yeah, just to see if we can get a little bit of advantage on any of them. They're pretty unlucky there. At least there was one, but we should be able to then land an attack. Hopefully land an attack on the back one. It's low, and we should be able to kill it with the method.
Time to push my
and now it's more or less up to Synthar to get something in there. If I use an AoE arrow here, there's a chance that the AoE arrow, the AoE effect damage might kill the low one. That could be something we can try. And I think I'm gonna go for that. 72% is a little annoying, but it's still fine. And we even got the AoE kill there as well. And then it's just about picking them off. We're not gonna kill this one here, unfortunately. But it's only gonna get one attack, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna allow Shovel to tank this one because it's not gonna kill her, and any damage she gets we can just heal, so it shouldn't be a problem. And that should be it for this fight, to be honest. Just stepping further away to not have disadvantage on the shots. The next fight we are gonna look at is one of the ones that we need to do something special in order to gain more experience. The first one, there was nothing. For this one, specifically, as you can see, I'm opening from invisibility with Shovel, and then while the others are still out of combat, or Synthar specifically, I drink the potion, I enter combat, all that jazz. We can kill the normal giant eagle, but we need to leave the big one alive so that it can call extras. Sweet. And then basically, if we can, these look so nice. If you land the mud breath on them, I think the chance to land it is okay-ish. And we are obviously gonna try. We don't have anything else to specifically go. Yeah, you're just lying down flat on the back. That's what eagles do if they get muddy, because they can't fly, obviously. I love that. It would be quite easy to just skip turns here and kill the big one. The Ancient Giant Eagle is the correct name for that one, before it does anything, but then it wouldn't be able to get its summon in. So we're just getting it low so that we can kill it fast once it actually gets its... gets to call its flock. I'm moving down these dudes so that they don't get in trouble, basically, once the other ones come.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Just trying to reapply Muddy to have it going. I haven't done this, all of these fights in this compilation here is not anyone's I've practiced for. So it's a bit more wavery maybe than otherwise. I'm not gonna dare to make the next shot here. I don't think so, even with the sharpshooter off. I think I'm gonna not go and do it. And also this one has a chance to deal 19 points of damage, so we're also not gonna do that. We're just gonna fly away and wait for it to summon someone else. I think we can speed this portion up a bit, maybe.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Yeah, it's the same here. I can still technically kill it, so let's do nothing. Going invisible to get into a position to do something useful later. And as you can see, I've hidden Synthar as well. Good. And there we go. 4 new giant birds arrive. I thought it was only going to be 3. I must have been misinformed. Not really a problem. They are all over the place, though. I didn't think that was going to be the case either. So, as you can see, my placement is horrible for this position here. They can attack me from all sides. They can go for my pets down at the range. My skeleton specifically, I really don't want to be attacked. That's a little annoying. But luckily, most of them go for Synthar, and to be honest, he's pretty equipped to handle their attacks. Ooh, and that's a 5th one as well. So there's 5 now. So yeah, it's even weirder. But at least that means that we get more experience. The idea of this is, of course, that we want the added experience from killing all of these extra giant eagles here. We should be able to hit a lot of them with Mud Breath. You can see that dexterity save is decent, but not impressive. So yeah, we even got the best one, though the close one. This fight is gonna take a little while, and it's not like the most thought out fight because I didn't know what I was gonna be interacting with. So if you're in to see me trying to navigate my way improvisationally through this one, stick around. Otherwise, there's gonna be a timestamp in the description so you can jump to the next one. The important part of this was just to let the ancient bird summon these guys in, and then we sort of try to handle them after that. If you have AoE, bunching them up and getting them down like that, it's obviously gonna be great. There's some entangled roots around this place that I keep missing. I just jumped into some, for instance, which is not ideal. And there's gonna be some situations later where I do something like the same. I fly away a bit, just to get out of reach of the eagles. And now we have the issue here. My original plan was to kill the ancient giant eagle first, but after I got knocked down here, it's a little too far away for me to get a real shot in on it, so I'm just gonna go for one of the other ones instead. I'm contemplating going for some sort of AoE effect here, just from a... Yeah, Fireball would be a bad choice because most of them are muddy up there, but if I had something else. But I think I decide against it. There's a good chance that they can get some damage in on some of the methods, but they're probably not going to be able to really threaten Synthar. They're not the most impressive opponents. I use the no action healing buff there because I think I might want to use my reaction for something else there. As you can see, I'm still contemplating what sort of attack I'm gonna be going for. But we should just start getting them down from one end. If I can get a kill, I can get another shot, so awesome. Should be able to take them down with like one attack from a pet and two attacks from Synthar, most of them. Clickety clickety click, just click through these. No, nothing really I want to be doing with them. And now we see why I would have preferred to have the ancient one taken out. It's a little better at hitting me than the other ones are. The normal giant eagles are still have a decent chance of hitting me, at least as long as they're not reeling from having missed once already or something. I think the normal giant eagles are at approximately +7 or so to hit. Let's see if we can find it here. There we go. Yeah, +7. And the giant eagle, I can't recall, but I think it's at +10 at least. Also, it seems to have some sort of enraged effect because we killed the first giant eagle. Trying to set up a bait with shovel, just to see if some of them might go and look for her somewhere else. So lucky that they missed the skeleton here. The skeleton we can't heal easily. And that animation is priceless. Most of them go for Synthar here, which is really great. They stack reeling on themselves, lowering the chance to hit, and there's not a good chance that they're gonna hit him. Even if they do, we can still use the... What's it called? The glaring flare or something. Light cleric level 1 ability. To make them reroll.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Unfortunately, having them stand in melee is not great, but since they're modded, we don't actually get disadvantage. It levels out, so to say. I think let's get some good damage on this one. Oh, that was actually quite nice. And I should have attacked one of the muddy ones. I went for the, I think it's the ancient one flying around there. Yeah, it is. I needed to get the kill on it. And once again, I didn't. Which means I also didn't trigger his extra attack, which was bad. So I should have gone for one of the muddiest one before that and then taken that out afterwards.
Blood comes easy these days.
I had hoped to get the kill on the first shot. That's why I went for one of the muddy ones there on the one, but went down to one. I'm lucky for the save there, but it wouldn't have mattered much. It just knocked me a bit out of the middle of all these dudes. Jump, shovel down. My idea was to kill the one with two hit points left. Yeah, 2 hit points left. But she landed in the vines just like the skeleton did before, and it's a lot worse for her. Another miss on the skeleton is great for me, and the eagles are flying around trying to knock me all over the place. You can see what happens if you get hit by their knockback attack. The method there got knocked back and got down prone. And there we see the double attack, the multi-attack. If they are attacking the prone target, they can do that. So the method is in a bit of danger because it's down. But up again now. We should actually start getting some kills here. As you can see, this is probably not one of the fights that I've handled the best ever. Still far too many of them alive. So instead of getting just one of them down, I keep being a little unlucky on my attacks here, and I'm loath to spend Synthar's attack on something that only has 2 hit points left. We finally get the Ancient Eagle, and now we just need to start picking them off. That's great. I'm not gonna use it on the low one, and the other one was far enough away from me that I could shoot it without getting disadvantaged. That was great. Whatever happened there, I'm not entirely certain. It seems like I did not attack the eagle because it didn't even get a save against the halo. I don't actually think I like the attack there. I think I would have gone for... I know it's because I want to be using shovel on the low hit point one down, but I should have tried, maybe waited with the attack on the method to see whether or not shovel got it. If the 2 hit point one would have been able to do something again, that would have been silly.
Where do I go from here?
And now we just need to finish these off. If I can get in a kill with one of these, that's fine. Honestly, I should just be using Thin Saw because it's gonna proc his extra attack, and it's the only way he's gonna proc it.
Let's go.
So just move away. The chance to be hit is not that great. See if I just need to not walk into the vines this time. I chose to do something else apparently. I disagree with that being the right thing. Maybe it's fine. Shooting this here procs my my boots, reverberation boots. Didn't get the kill. I think that was a mistake. I should definitely have shot the other one with Synthar first, and then I could have used the skeleton on this one to get it fine. But hey, it's fine, and the fight was easy enough. A very short one here. Just opening the door into the Ritual Guardian. No, I can't recall what they're called. It can't do a lot as long as you could shoot it from range. So it's not too oppressive an enemy. I'll need to finish it, and drinking healing potion procs my buffs, and we should be able to take it down in a couple of shots. With a critical hit, it only took the 2 action shots. Otherwise, I would have needed to do an extra. Okay, so for this one, the important part is I'm flying down the method, and I'm immediately clicking enter turn-based here. The reason I do that is that otherwise the gnomes down there are simply gonna run off. As you can see, the method is down here. All the gnomes are in running animation and not in combat, and they were gonna bail if I didn't do like that. Now we are in turn-based mode. I have previously cast Featherfall on myself, on Synthar up here, and we do the long jump down there. If we... where's it at? Yeah. I think that if we just attack them in a way where we deal damage to all of them, they're gonna get caught into the combat. But I don't dare to risk it, so I'm gonna go with a wet spell here instead, hoping that if it's not enough to catch them in combat, at least it might be enough to slow them down or something. But it does get them all into combat, and it also surprises them, interestingly enough. That's because I was out of combat when I did it, and they get pulled into it like that. I'm just gonna shoot them fast. I don't know whether or not they're gonna be running off still. So I want to kill them as fast as possible. We don't want to risk them. The other ones are gonna stay, and they shouldn't be able to do anything dangerous to me. We still have the pets up here not caught in the fight, so it should be pretty easy to like try and get them over. Unfortunately, whatever happens with the jump sometimes happens up here. And again, as you can see, I've clicked out of turn-based by now. It's not a problem, because by now they are caught in the combat down here, so they don't get to act, and it's fine. And if I can set up a shot, targeting is more annoying than it had to be. And it is possible, so we do get a shot in on one of them down there, and we should be able to fly down the other method. Maybe get an attack in and kill someone. I don't care for Shovel this turn to use her. I think her Featherfall might have run out as well, so he's just going to be standing up there for the fight. The original methods tried to mod breath to land a debuff on as many as possible, as usual, and move into melee with the gnome in case the gnome is going to run off. But Synthar should be able to kill it now. I think I'm going to be using my actions for that. First, we're just going to do the potion trick and get my blast buff and my poison dip. I think that is maybe a bit excessive using a special arrow there, but we might as well. It's a little bit of damage onto the other one. Means that I can probably kill the gnome with one shot now. I think it might have been enough without the special extra damage. But it's fine. And we have both of the Githyanki left now. I move into melee in order to hopefully bait the attack onto Synthar, but I think I forget that I'm invisible, so it's not gonna work.
Do not let it. Stay away from the Githyanki.
Oh yeah, and I clicked off the web because there was no reason to have that anymore. Being invisible there was a little silly. I didn't get my attack of opportunity when she moved away, and she got to just shoot for free on the poor method. The other guy decides not to go for the method. I don't know why. I think I would have done that. It's probably because it wants to go and see where I'm at, but I don't think I get it. Ready to parry. We could have worked around that with a special arrow, but there's no real need to. It's not a threat anymore.
They're dying for me.
Never really was. I think this time I'm gonna remember to not be invisible, so to say. But let's see if we can get it down first. Better position to shoot from, and we should be able to get a shot in here. Synthar. Oh, maybe you actually get to kill it this turn, if I'm lucky with this attack here. Yeah, that's great. There's just one fight left now. The Kobolds. For that one, I descend from the roof to go in from the back entrance. As you can see, I have Shovel in position to open the fight and get surprise on everyone. Unfortunately, they turn around to put Synthar into the reach of having to do hide checks, and they also pulled, I think, some of the pets into the fight. Yeah, all of the pets actually. But it's still fine. The only one I'm really not afraid of, but who could spell trouble here, is the Inventor in the middle. So we're just gonna start off by taking him out, or it out, or them out, or her out, or whatever. I have no clue. It's a kobold.
Fall by my hand.
And there we go. So now we just have a lot of random kobolds around. There's also 3 or 4 maybe barrels that have kobolds in them. It was originally my intention to break those during the fight, but I think I completely forget about that. I use a special arrow there to deal enough damage to the leftover one so that it should die from one attack from a method. And there we go.
This is worth the cost.
Yeah, I intended to do all of these fights in the way that gave the most experience, but I completely forget about the last couple of barrels in this one. It doesn't matter too much because I can just do it afterwards. Now we're just picking up these off. I'm leaving the one at 16 HP because technically the skeleton might be able to one-shot that. So let's try for that here. Awesome. And then I'm gonna fly the method up to this one. I think I start considering going for Mud Breath, but since they're all surprised, I should really just go into its face and attack it. And I think I'm gonna be doing that. Yeah, I am. So go there, deal some damage to it. And next turn, we might be able to kill it and then fly away afterwards. Just getting the method a little closer so that we should be able to fly to something, Mud Breath, and fly away next turn, if necessary. And yeah, I do remember the first barrel here, breaking this one. And that's a weird thing that it comes in without being surprised. So it actually gets to attack me, which is a little silly. I should obviously have broken that one earlier and killed that kobold instead of any of the other ones. And it even gets to deal damage, which is a little annoying.
That kobold reeks of spirits. Fire could be explosive.
Good. Not so great with the miss there. Means we can't fly away without getting an attack of opportunity, but Synthar can just shoot the kobold later, probably.
Catch my breath.
90% chance, it looks like. I can also do a 95 with my melee attack. I just am not certain that that's going to kill it, so... Now it should, though, but we might be able to take it out with the pets. We have a method over there as well that has an attack. It would be sad to, like, not be able to take this one out with all of our pets. The first one missed up there and the other one as well, so we do have to use one of Synthar's attacks on it. I think at that point I should have used the melee attack just for the extra 5% chance to hit, but it worked out. We can take that one out over there. And I do believe that the correct shot would have been on the one by the method first, just so I can move the method away and get it into a position where they can't reach it. If I fly myself away, the pets away now, all the kobolds should have to dash in order to get into a realistic position for next turn. I consider moving Synthar forward, as you can see, but that's just because if they are going to go for anyone, I want them to go for him. But honestly, there's no reason. We can just force them to dash here. Great. Probably get the skeleton a bit away. Ah, he's far enough away. And we have the nice quadruple dash there. One of them gets close enough to the method, which is a little annoying.
Survival is all that matters.
It means it's going to be a little harder to readjust. And we are very unlucky and don't get the kill on that one. Shovel follows up and also doesn't get the kill. Method follows up and there we go at least.
Keep going.
But this means that Synthar didn't get a kill. So he hasn't procced his extra action yet. which means we should make certain that we get a kill on one of the other ones. And I think I drink... or maybe I actually don't. I think I don't, because I decide that I don't have to. I have 95 already, but I critically miss, and they all save against everything. It's an awful round. An awful round. None of them took any damage from that attack. And we didn't get to proc our extra action. We have the skeleton to shoot a bit, and another critical miss. This is just going dandly. Luckily, they're not too scary, so we can move Synthar up. I think we might brief first here. If we're lucky, it might slow them down enough so that it can't reach us, but all of them save against it.
Blood comes easy these days.
If I position myself correctly here, I should have been able to force them all to dash still because of the mod.
I won't give in.
But I think I moved Synthar just a little bit too close. I put on his melee weapon so that if they try to move past him, he's at least going to get his attack of opportunity. But they don't anyways. And I have to use my action. Shame on me. Or my reaction, I mean. For the warding bond. But you can see how powerful that ability is, right? As long as you have high enough armor class that they don't hit you that often, it's only going to trigger once in a while, and when it does, it's perfect to just force a reroll. Let's see if we can't get all of them down now. It should be possible. It's only 3 of them, right? But with these attack rolls, or damage rolls, I guess, we are going to be lucky to just get one of them down, it seems. I'm not going to be using Fling, because it has a lower chance to hit than the melee one. There we go, that's one. Synthar. Provokes the attack of opportunity. Doesn't matter. This one goes slurp, so I remember to do that. And then for whatever reason, as soon as I kill this one, I stop my recording.
Still on my feet.
Because, oh, now I'm done. But obviously I'm not done. So I'm just going to have to skip over here to when I go back into the game in order to...
One day I'll catch a
Oh,
break.
back into the recording, I mean. In order to kill the rest. There's one over there, and there should be one more left after this one. I do believe there's one more over in that barrel. Yeah, there we go.
First.
So 4 extra kobolds, and as you can see, 75 XP per piece. So that's quite decent for the extra 300. And then the last thing I wanted to show you. Stand up here, cast Featherfall. You can do that from the next platform as well if you prefer. And then you can jump all the way down to the hidden secret entrance. Get a little bit of experience from discovering it this way. Lockpick your way in and get some more experience once you're in there.
Can't keep me out.
And that's really it for now. So thank you for joining. If you have been, I've been Shandred, and you have most definitely been awesome. Don't forget to do the YouTube stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. And bye-bye.